Hey, what's up floaters? It's Ascon here with another video. This time showing you how to jump mount on your Onewheel, specifically the Onewheel Pint. So I have actually accomplished this before, but for the sake of demonstration I'm actually doing this up against a lamppost. Now the reason I'm recommending you try up against a lamppost or something similar, it's just for balance basically. If you feel you're going to fall off the board or you're not comfortable, you're not confident enough, then use a lamppost, use a post to brace yourself as you jump onto that board. I've actually got simple stop enabled for the sake of this video, but I normally have it disabled. Now in the beginning I thought you had to land on the board with both feet at exactly the same time. That's not necessarily the case. You actually land with your leading foot on the front foot pad sensor, which obviously in turn kicks up the back of the board, and thus the board engages and self-balances. And just like any trick on the Onewheel, it really is all about confidence. If you don't have the confidence, chances are you're not going to nail the trick. So you can see that wasn't such a bad landing. And the reason why I keep picking up the board and placing it against that lamppost, again, it's just for demonstration. If you're not comfortable, just make sure you've got it up alongside a post, just so you can brace yourself. So once you've actually managed to jump mount your Onewheel, the next thing you want to work on is foot placement. Because once you land on the board, most of the times, at least for me at this stage, my feet are never placed exactly where I want them. That one was not so bad. And even though I've managed to jump mount, I'm not actually using it as much as I thought I would. Maybe it's just a preference thing. So here I am going again, this time without the lamppost, and successfully mounted the board. And I've got to say, this place is actually really cool to ride my Onewheel because it's just so flat and wide open. And that's another thing, guys. You want to find a place that you're comfortable in, somewhere flat, smoothly paved, so you can practice this and feel comfortable. So there's another jump mount just there. But again, not feeling completely happy with my foot placement. You can see that was quite a bad attempt there. So what I do is actually take a few steps back sometimes, just to pretend that I'm actually walking up to the board, casually, and then just hop on. Although I say I'm pretending I'm walking up to the board, I am actually walking up to the board, but you get my point. There we go, again, a shitty jump mount, and I jump off with both feet, just to bail. You can see I f***ed up there big time. There we go. Job done. So practice makes perfect. But I'm not really using the jump mount much myself. Let me know in the comments below if any of you guys would prefer to use the jump mount as opposed to just getting onto your board more casually. So here I am practicing curve drops. That was my biggest ever curve drop to date at the time of recording this video. And once I nailed the first one, I had the confidence to go again. And here I am, going for it again. And landing it a second time also felt cool. And I wanted to go again, so I kept going. Now if you're wondering the riding mode that I'm using, I mainly use Skyline, because I find it's more stable, more aggressive, and yeah, the stability is just much better in Pacific. But obviously if I want to be a bit more playful and carve more, then I will use Pacific. But the majority of the time I find Skyline is ideal. So the very first time I tried this, I thought something really bad was going to happen. But again, it really is all in your head. And don't get me wrong, if you do 100 of these, chances are you're going to land a couple of bad ones, but it's just a numbers game, right? So here I am practicing 180s. Since recording this video, I've actually managed to improve quite a lot. I haven't quite nailed a 180. I think the closest I'm getting is about 160 before I need to bail. But most of the times I can remain balanced and I don't need to get off the board. But as I said, it's not a complete 180 just yet, but it does allow me to get out of a pinch. I can just turn it on the spot. So yeah, practice makes perfect, right? So in this video you'll see me turning at most probably 90 degrees. Again, that was a 90-degree turn. Now you can try this on grass if you're not feeling too comfortable and you want a more giving surface to fall onto if you think you're going to fall. So the trick here is you want to reduce the amount of weight on the board. So you can see I'm pushing off the board and then turning my hips and then allowing my hips to lead the legs. At the point my weight is significantly reduced on the board. And this will take a few attempts to get this right. Well, I say a few, many attempts. I haven't actually nailed the 180 just yet. So you'll probably do this in the beginning. You'll turn and then you'll immediately either go back and forth as you try to find your balance. Just there I had to jump off. And I must say, at this point it's probably a good idea to have simple stop disabled, because what you don't want is the board just slowing down and going to an off state. You want it to move in the other direction too as you find your balance. I didn't have simple stop disabled here, so not ideal. But yeah, I would recommend you have simple stop disabled, just so that when you do practice the 180s, if you want to try and find your balance, the board will allow you to move in the other direction without slowing down and switching off. So yeah guys, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then why not consider subscribing to my videos. That way I know there's some people out there watching my crappy content. Take it easy guys, and enjoy the float life.